and he was driving me crazy to get something signed, and then he ghosted me. I don't know
Wow.
whether the neighborhood may not support it because of zoning things. I don't know what that was. And the other one fell out during the option period because the folks that, in Dallas, we on all the older homes they have cast iron pipes,
Yep.
and he wanted all the cast iron pipes replaced,
Mm.
and
Wow.
that's not going to happen.
And then were they even were they working fine? He just wanted new pipes.
Oh yeah, they're working absolutely. But and I said to his agent, you just need to buy a new home. This one's, you if you buy a used home, they're all going to be
Yep.
have cast iron pipes.
Absolutely. Wow. So, and were both those offers pretty close to your guys' asking, right, at 475 or?
Yes, they were.
Okay, got it. And just yeah, I'm not trying to fish here. I'm just trying to put together an offer that would be ultimately would help your seller. Have you guys have you guys got any lower cash offers that they considered or they?
No, not, I mean, when these come on the market, there's all kinds of lower cash offers. And the new trick is um, they'll they'll give you 10% or maybe 3% down, and you carry their note for 5 or 7 years with no interest at all. And they'll just be glad to take your money or take
That
your house.
that is a great idea. I love that.
Isn't it a good idea?
You
I don't know who falls for it, but
oh
there's a bunch of those coming out.
oh man, Joyce, you just completely stole my thunder. That was that was gonna be that was gonna be option two. Well, that's okay. But let me do a little bit different. It sounds like yeah, 0% interest, like no money down. Yeah, I agree. If I could do those deals all day long, that's yeah, we would. I wouldn't be talking to you. We'd just be buying up rentals and sitting on them. But do you? What are your thoughts on if we could do a higher down payment and pay them interest? Do you think they would look at something like that? Say
I
we
do.
okay. Like what do you think? Like even like 10% down? Would that be reasonable? That'd be like 45,000 or something, or 47,000.
I, what I say is I'm always amazed at what my clients are willing to do. So that, 10% is pretty low,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. And what I'll do is I'll give you two options, Joyce. I'll give you a low down payment option, and I can give you a high down payment. The big difference in the two, and I think both of them I can come pretty close to your asking, but the other difference is going to be the monthly payment I make to them and the interest rate. So just look at it this way, or this is how I look at it, is if I give them a low down payment, then I can actually make them a higher down payment or maybe pay them interest so they make more money over time. Or alternatively, if I give them a high down payment, I'm typically going to go use a bank. I'll just use a small local bank, but then I won't be able to pay them as much on their, you know what I mean? Because they'll carry a portion of it. So say, like for example, say they only carry 30%, and I give them the 70% of 475 up front. If we do something like that, I just wouldn't be able to give them as high of a payment. But I'm probably talking way too many numbers too fast, aren't I?
Are you talking about a buyout in a certain number of years? Are you talking about carrying it over 15, 30 years? What are you wanting?
Yes, we could do all the above. That's really dictated by them. I would always prefer to go up to 15, but honestly, a lot of my sellers are like, we want to do a 5-year balloon. We're comfortable for 5 years, and 5 years is typically the shortest period I'll go, but we could do that too if that's important to them.
Well, we really haven't negotiated anything like this, so I can't give you a guess.
That's okay. How about this? What if I just write this out and give you a couple options on just like a little one pager, and you could share that with
Okay,
them? Would that be appropriate?
it would be.
Perfect. Okay. And I'm just asking these questions because I want to put something together, but just know what I put together, like you guys can beat up and tweak and just ultimately I want to get you guys. I just want to get this conversation started so we can kind of start talking numbers.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'll send that with a couple options, and then give me some feedback. And then I would offer this too. If after you share it, you're like, hey, this is they're interested or we're close, like I'd be happy to get on a three-way call and then I can explain. I mean, we do hundreds of these every year across Texas, and I grew up in Wyoming, and we do actually across the country. I live down in Houston, but I used to live up in South Lake. So anyway, so we do a lot of these, and if you have questions, like I'd be happy to walk through it with you and the seller.
Okay.
If that's helpful.
So, I want to do this face to face with my sellers. So.
Okay. I like it.
Do I make I make an appointment for tomorrow? Do I make an appointment for Thursday? When do you think you?
As far as when, yeah, I'll get you one. I think I can maybe get you one tonight. So I'll get you that. I think I got your email. If not, I'll text you and get your email. And then, yeah, I'm just going to send you it in like a PDF so you can print it out and share it with them.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Okay. Perfect. Yep.
And
yep.
it'll come with like our company letterhead and all that too, if they want to kind of look us up.
All right.
Okay. Any other questions before I get to work on this?
Nope. Get to work.
Okay. Sounds good.
I don't think you have my email, so can I text it to this number?
That would be best. That way I don't misspell it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's lovely.
Perfect. Okay. All right, Joyce.
I know that drill.
All right. You're savvy. Not everyone else yet. I love it. Okay.
They probably don't have as fat of fingers as I do, so they've never made a mistake.
No, never. I love it. Okay, Joyce.
Thank you so much, Casey. I will look forward to your offer.
All right. We'll talk soon. Thanks, Joyce. Bye.
Wow.
All right.